Hello, I'm Bill Kalahurka for Kansas City Crossroads. Here in the heart of Kansas City is a story about a young salesman from David City, Nebraska, who lived the American dream. He started off with 2 shoeboxes full of postcards and built a company whose name is recognized around the world.
Joyce C. Hall arrived in Kansas City in 1910 with dreams and ambition and 2 shoeboxes full of postcards. He rented a room at the Y and tucked those shoeboxes under his bed.
Mr. Hall did sell those postcards and things because that's what people wanted, was postcards.
After calling on local drugstores, bookstores, and gift shops, Hall ventured to towns along the railroad lines that passed through Kansas City. Soon the YMCA complained about the volume of mail the successful salesman was receiving, so young Hall moved to larger quarters. Business was growing by leaps and bounds until disaster struck on January 11, 1915.
They had a terrible fire that just burned out the entire Valentine line that was ready to be shipped. Well, Mr. Hall is famous for turning a liability into an asset. I've seen him do it over and over and over. And what he did here was get a loan. A very kind man gave him the 2nd floor of his building downtown, and they reordered the Valentine line and got it shipped, and actually bought some engraving equipment and started making his own cards.
The company was $17,000 in debt, but there was no turning back. Hall was now creating his own designs, adding more employees, and making his mark on the greeting card industry. Hall always kept a close eye on the product that carried his name, approving each design. But even with a watchful eye on quality, sometimes things didn't always go as planned.
One of the most interesting was one that involved a little plant that could be sold, and then it would grow and be a nice gift. Well, somehow or other it got too warm, and in the warehouse, I guess they all grew and bloomed before they were even out to be sold. So that was pretty much of a flop. Don't like to have too many of those.
Hallmark's remarkable success has drawn accolades and talent from all over the world.
Mr. Hall received a lot of honors for the Hallmark Hall of Fame. Directly, he received this first Emmy for the sponsor. And I'm sure others have been given since then, but he received the first one.
Today, Hallmark employs the world's largest creative staff and is one of the top privately owned companies in America, a giant in the greeting card industry, and a tribute to a man named Joyce. For Kansas City Crossroads, I'm Bill Kalahurka.